This is Sarah Toppins with Long and Foster, and I wanted to share with you a tip. One of the most important documents that you need to keep when you buy a house is your title insurance policy. I don't know how many times I've gone to somebody's house and they said, "Oh, the deed is in the safety deposit box and we'll get it out." In this area, Maryland and DC, you don't need to produce the deed. It does help if there's a problem from the previous settlement, which may have been 10 years ago, to have the title insurance policy that shows that it has been researched at some point. It also allows your buyers to get a reissue rate, which may help solve some of the problems that you have when you're negotiating home inspections, because it saves them a little bit of money. But let me give you an example of a recent title insurance problem that I came across. My buyer from 10 years ago had not kept her title insurance policy, or she couldn't find it in all the decluttering she had done getting ready to put her house on the market. When the settlement attorney does the research to find out about the property and to clear the title, she finds that the previous loan was not recorded on the day of settlement as being paid off. So my buyer, who was actually selling her house or my seller, who was actually selling her house for less than she paid for it, would have to pay off that loan to go to settlement if she didn't have the title insurance policy, or if we couldn't track down the seller. We tried tracking down the first settlement attorney, and that person only kept records for 7 years. And since this had been a settlement of 10 years ago, it did not show up. So we had to then chase down the previous owner, which we did find, or the settlement attorney chased down the previous owner. She thought it was a scam because she knew it had been paid off a long time ago. What probably happened is somebody misplaced a digit. The settlement was on April 1st, 2005, and they wrote it down as being April 2nd, 2005. And so when they went back to 2005 and April 1st, they couldn't find the loan had been paid off. And there were so many settlements at that time that they didn't do all the research. So we were able to finally convince the buyer that the previous seller that it was okay to release that information. Thank goodness the bank was still in business, and they verified that the loan had been paid off, and my seller was able to move ahead and do settlement on schedule. It would have been a lot less stressful for all of us if the title insurance had been found and we were able to just correct it quickly by looking at that title insurance. This is Sarah Toppins with your real estate tip, and I do want to invite you to contact me at Sarah, with an H, at sarahtoppins.com if you have any real estate questions you want me to discuss in the future. And that's my cat Ochi saying goodbye.